Okay, hello. Actually, I'm on the wrong number jump here. I just wanted to show you one thing, just one thing with Madonna. It's always just one thing. Um, Let me just show you this, right? If we look at Madonna's birthday last year through to 4/8, which is going to be here in just a few minutes, we've got something interesting with the numbers here, okay? Because we can do include end date and not include end date, but just just with it included, 236. Okay, now why is that number interesting? I've actually dug this up. I'll show you this. Look, um, on the 23rd of June, that's our 236. 87, Madonna released "Who's That Girl" as the first single from the soundtrack of the film of the same name. Who's That Girl? Okay, so this gives us the June the 23rd. Okay, I put the only thing that I did different in this is I put Madonna post, right? Who's That Girl released 6/23, right? Looking for this particular thing. If you just put "Who's That Girl" released 6/23 without the Madonna post on it, this is what it gives you. The song "Who's That Girl" by Madonna, yeah, from the soundtrack of the 19th same film, was released in Europe, yeah, on June the 29th, and in the United States on June the 30th. So it gives us a different bunch of dates. And I don't know what I'm missing here. If somebody can point out am I being retarded or am I missing something? The only thing is I did is put a slightly different search in because back in the olden days I'd seen that, and so I already knew about it. But if you didn't already know about that and you just put it in, or you just went to Wikipedia, this is what it's going to show you. Anyway, what's interesting is this and "Who's That Girl," which relates to the Hoover Dam. Who's that girl? Who? Okay, the Hoover Dam is 326, 99 days old, right? Okay, at the start of the year, this was 00. So this started over at the start of the year with a 00 instead of the 99. So it was 32,600 days old. Well, 1 day old at the start of the year. Okay, which I know the 2 and the 3 are different round the other way, but you can still read both of these numbers as 2/3 June, and if get rid of that 99 off there and read it backwards, 6/2/3. Okay, so but this is interesting, right? Because this is the synchronicity. If I include end date here, you'll see this goes to 32700. Okay, on 4/9. If I do with Madonna's and click that up to 4/9, we're on 2/3/7. Okay, 2/3/7. Very interesting with Kubrick connections, especially with the start of Back to the Future and the speaker blowing up as well with the CRM 114 references as well. So this is quite interesting. But really, the date of 8/4 was the only reason why I'm doing this. Really, is because on the car, can't see this very well, but on the number plate, the license plate here, this car runs Gretchen over. Okay, and so that's the death of the Mary character, the Madonna character, and it just happens to have 4/8 in the middle of it. Okay, so obviously 4/8 being tomorrow's date. A couple of just two or three more little things here. Okay, so we've done the 236, the connection with the Hoover Dam, the synchronization with the Hoover Dam to that, and you click back 1 day, and we're back to 326 with Madonna. Okay, very interesting stuff indeed. And I actually had some stuff for 4/7 into 4/8, but there's just no point in regurgitating. This is all stuff that I've already covered, really. But this is interesting. Back to the Future 3, where they jump back with the train, and then we have the "Who's That Girl" scene with the locomotive, the blue and gold locomotive that smashes up the DeLorean. That is a scene from Who's That Girl, and they pick up on the reference to the Rolls Royce as well with Marty. Okay. Now this, I say that's a scene from Who's That Girl, but it's the same locomotive. Okay. 1027. Okay, through to 848. This is Doc's address. 1640 Riverside is what his address is. So this is quite interesting with the idea of going home. We can get rid of that end date as well, and we've got the 163, which is the goat reference with Madonna as well. This is pretty interesting, which is the middle of the chart of Lorraine, the 1118 reference, and this is the Colne FC goat reference that she does in the Super Bowl. Okay. What other stuff was there? There was something else I wanted to show you. We're still good with the Jake Gyllenhaal numbers. Okay, I just wanted to remind people of that. His birthday through with the Donnie Darko to actually the Darko, the eclipse. Okay, but probably it's this year. You know, so we're off on the year, but we've still got good numbers for the golden ratio here. Okay, and there was one other thing I wanted to show you. Let's go back to this date, that number jump with Madonna. Let's jump back to the 8th now. So notice this is 236. If we go back the other way, okay, no, that's the wrong way. If we go back the other way, so we're actually jumping from 4/8 through to her birthday, it's 131 days. Again, that's the number on the side of that train, on the side of the steam train, when they're going back to the 27th of, where did I put it now? Oh dear, Dan, come on. I got other number jumps up here, but where did I do that? There it is. And then go back to the 27th. And also note that you can click this off and do the 1026 date as well. This is the date that Mike goes back to in his first jump when the clock tower gets struck by lightning. And yeah, coincidentally, from Christmas, because Marty crashes into the Assembly of Christ, through to 4/8 is 104 days when the clock stops. Yeah, so that is well interesting as well. I just, man, I tell you, there's so many days that this stuff for Madonna works on, so it's kind of interesting. One other thing with the 4/8, this does show up when the clock gets struck by lightning, because Doc's car is sitting there, which is a Packard 8. I showed you the fire trail with the number 4 in it. Okay, because we were going with the 4/9 with the Western Auto, but you can also get a 4/8 out of that as well with the car sat there and the 4 in the fire trail. So again, that's kind of interesting. I don't know what else to say about it really. That I just wanted to mention it because it's in the Donnie Darko car, and this is the same car that she crashes up in her other video. What it feels like for a girl. Okay, I'm leaving it there. I'm keeping my eyes and ears peeled for the next couple of days for sure. Obviously 4/8, 4/9, hot for Madonna and hot for the Hoover Dam. So that's it. Yeah, thanks for watching. Cheers. All right, bye.